We're divergentfans.com, so we are all about Divergent. So if you guys want to get, totally geeky with the philosophy, I'm your girl.
Yeah, Mekhi, don't hold back.
I really am. I'm like, if you want to talk about anything Divergent geeky, that's me. But so we've been following the books through the movies, and so the fans are really excited to see the first looks of you. We really haven't seen you except for a little spoiler or you yet, and then it looks but the top portion of you.
Right.
How would you describe your costumes? Like, you could give descriptive words. Like, are you punky badass or?
Well, when I saw that photo of me, I was like, "Who's that dude?" Oh. Never mind, that's me. Yeah. We kind of Tori. It was cool because when we were creating her, Neil, I was the only character he let create a look, like an actual look, because Tori's been Dauntless for a bit. You know what I mean? She's not new to this. She's not finding herself. She knows who she is. She's a woman already. She's done it. She's been there. She's experienced it. So she's got a thing. She's got a look, and her whole. My hair's kind of dreaded, and there's some colors in it, and she's got lots of tats. Mekhi too has a bunch of, and Jai has a bunch, and the piercings and the whatever, and the costume Carlo built from the ground up. So there's a lot of texture in it, which is cool because he dealt with the same palettes, grays and blues and blacks, and they're kind of a little bit crushed, but everybody, that's their palette, but he sort of textured them differently, and the silhouettes are a little different, but the color palettes are really the same. So.
You had insight on that too, the costuming?
Well, yeah, he was good actually. He was good. I mean, I'd try something on and he'd be like, "You like it, you like it." And I'm like, "It's too much, it's too much." I'm like, yeah, and I could tell him, and he listened, and it was sweet because you hate to chop up someone's work and be like, "Ah." But he was wonderful. I'm your typical badass. You are too, Mekhi. Yeah. We're badasses.
Do you have any real tattoos?
I have a lot of real tattoos.
So you do have to do
Neil let me keep most of them, and then a lot of them you can't see, which is good.
So
and then we added to that.
Give you more.
Yeah.
Did you have to do any research about tattooing?
We totally did, because it was interesting, because when we started this, it was when I thought, okay, well, she owns a tattoo parlor, she did this, she's got all this stuff. I thought that it was going to be your typical, and then we started talking about, tattoos that look like burns that weren't actually, ink, but they were kind of tribal in the sense that, there are tribes that burn and then they bubble, but then it got a little messy, and then we were thinking of something that was a little more monotone, and it wasn't as overt, and then it didn't show that well on screen, so we went really back and forth, and then what we ended up choosing was just stuff that was just nondescript, stuff that was just sort of you couldn't really, didn't know what the source was or how it was. It was a little bit more, transparent meaning.
Sounds really cool.
Yeah, it's cool. And the way we tattoo, you're going to see, is very cool.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Spoiler. How, as an actor, do you prepare for your, brutal scene? I won't say what, in case people haven't read the books.
Well, and I have to try and avoid talking about it in my answer?
Well, no, you can. Well, if you can give a spoiler.
Well, I think
I just imagine you in the shower.
Well,
doing all different yells.
No, I think it's actually really important to try to avoid making the kind of sounds that you would make. I think you think about what's actually occurring. What it feels like to have a butter knife in your eye, and in the middle of the night and being woken up by it. So I think there are exactly. But then I think in the same way that any actor thinks about any scene, you think about the way that you're after specificity in whatever you do. So it's the way in which it hurts. Does it? I did actually do quite a lot of thinking about it, but I didn't make any noises until I was on set, which I think helped me, because otherwise I'd be thinking about replicating a sound and then
primal and fresh.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
over-rehearsed.
Exactly. I think that's the best way to do it in any film scene. It's different in theatre, but in any film scene, it's good to keep it fresh before you start.
You are the man of the hour with Carrie. Huge billboards across the street.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I tweeted them, but that and Fault in the Stars and Divergent, you just fell into greatness.
It's awesome.
Or was it lots and lots of work? to get those roles?
Well, I mean,
or?
I've been going to acting school. I've been like trained to be a performer since I was like 9. And then I've been going to acting school since I was 12. And it sort of all started happening recently that I'm getting stuff, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
Really nice. Like, you know, I worked pretty hard for it, but it's also like so much luck.
Yeah.
And I'm really just fortunate. I think the world is an amazing place.
We've seen some little clips of your abnegation outfit, and we're calling it like Amish Zen.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen any of your Erudite outfit.
Yeah.
So, what would you say? Was it sharp? Is your hair slicked up?
It's sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like if you like sexy book nerds, you'll like me.
Those two don't go together.
And then with everyone loves following your music too.
Oh.
So what would Caleb have on his iPod? What would
Caleb?
be 3 songs Caleb would have on his iPod?
Oh my god, I never thought about that.
Is it too hard?
Yeah, I think Caleb would listen to Ansel.
Caleb would have it.
It's a really
He would get his iPod once he went to Erudite, you know?
Okay. And what drew you to the role?
Well, just the endless possibilities for the character. You know, obviously he's the leader of the Dauntless, and just felt like a strong character, something that would be fun and, you know, just different and futuristic and just interesting. So, you know, all of those things. And it was just a really great script.
Right. Have you read the books?
I have. I'm in the middle of the first one.
Oh, awesome. Dads will like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my son has. He's 13.
Did you push him? Did you say, Dad?
This is the first time he's ever been excited about Maria about Doing a bunch of stuff. He doesn't care.
That's
All
so
right.
cool.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I can't wait to see the clip.
Me neither.
They're camping out there outside the hall, so it's anticipated.